Greetings, Slackers. September Man here, and I'm back with another video. Uh, so, talking about, you know, jobs and employment and being independent versus working a job. However you get started is however you get started, but making your way out of the workforce and transitioning from the 9 to 5 into more of a freelance style gig work, um, it's a hard adjustment. Not necessarily. It's just that, your pay scales could be different and your pay could be intermittent. You can make a lot in a short period of time and then there could be a break, a pause in it for a while. Being that I have, excuse me, I had drank something before I came out here. But being that one time I ran a small little business that was, starting up and everything, I was getting calls here and there, but I had to lean on the dependency of a company that I was working for, even though I was able to still perform the same type of job outside of that company only because I didn't have an NDA or a non-compete agreement, excuse me. And some of these jobs, they work you around the clock. And especially manufacturing, like where I'm at right now, this is manufacturing. I'll never do it again. It was great. It was an opportunity that came along while I did, but I had to take it. I had to take it because I had some other pending financial obligations going on. And so it's taken me a while to build up and organize resources so that way I can start, progressing or whatnot. But you have a lot of these jobs out here that are going to be coming back. And so the trade-off is you work for a company, they get to dictate your time. They get to tell you when to show up. They get to tell you basically what it is and how it's going to go. When you freelance, you sort of have a little bit more autonomy. You don't have someone necessarily looking over your shoulder. And I like that aspect. I don't need to be drilled in on, constantly monitored and watched and all this stuff like a rat in a laboratory. But that's sort of like the feeling that you get when you work in these offices. And then, oh man, just some different situations that have come along that I've noticed. For instance, uh, one day, safety-wise, this lady came in and she was looking for a boyfriend, and due to the nature of the plant and the product that is made, she's just walking around. We have to wear eye protection and a whole bunch of protective gear. And here she is in flip-flops and some, low-cut jeans, and she's walking around looking for her boyfriend who didn't come home the night before, so she was ready to cuss him out. And I had to escort her out of there, and I'm just like, where the hell did she come in? She snuck in. No security. Uh, People dating on, the floor, the company. Some people say, don't go fishing off the company pier, or what is it? Don't dip your pen in the company ink. I remember that one. So I'm not necessarily against relationships in the workplace, but this is the first time I've ever worked for a company where they openly hired husbands and wives, boyfriends and girlfriends. And to me, I'm just thinking to myself, this is a problem just waiting to happen. Because, when you're in the workplace and you're around different people, especially with women, if they're getting, constant attention from somebody other than their husband, they kind of like that. Maybe your husband works on a different shift, or better yet, he's in a different department. And then when they go home, they might go home at the same time, but that doesn't mean that, they're communicating, they're talking, they're spending quality time with one another. So you have these factors that play into, this could be a dangerous environment. And I kind of got a taste of that when I did some first aid training. We had to do some scenarios. And one of the scenarios was we had to come to the rescue, and check out the scene safety, all this good stuff. And these guys got into a fight. One of them stabbed another one, I guess he choked the other guy out or something like that. But basically the situation was, he was fucking around with my wife, and I caught him, you dirty scum bastard, and all this stuff. I mean, they made it really realistic, and it like planted the seed in my mind. And, oh yeah, you know what? This could happen in this kind of environment. This could happen. So these companies, you know, they might have their work culture, but they also have an environment that could put you, the worker, at risk. When you freelance, you know, you're out here accepting assignments or gig work, whatever, and you know, you get to decide the level of risk that you're going to subject and expose yourself to, but not when you work for a company. Anyways, these are just a couple of thoughts I wanted to get out. Please share with me your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.